Shalom, family, shalom. Today is Monday, December 22nd, and it's 10 a.m. in the morning. I had this, if you want to call it a dream, a vision. I had it, I believe, around 5 a.m. this morning, because I had woken up. I think one of my children was going to the bathroom, and I just heard a noise. I got up to make sure that everything was okay, and everything was fine. So I went back to sleep, and I remember I had to turn the heat down a little bit because it was a little hot in the house. And I went to sleep, and that's when it began, the dream. I don't know when, I don't know how long it began when I was asleep, but it began with a typical day. This is the second Exodus dream. This is my third dream or vision, but this one was more powerful than the previous ones. Bear with me, okay? Because I woke up and my face was drenched in tears. I didn't want to wake up. That's how powerful this dream is. It was. It was a typical day. I was home. My children were at school. My husband he was at work. And I was sitting in my recliner chair, my rocking chair. I think I was reading a book. And all of a sudden, like the Ruach came upon me and told me to go to the door, open the door. I opened the door. Before I opened the door, it was a big blast, big trumpet blast. And I remember I was sitting in my chair and I was like, it was no confusion. I knew exactly what it was. And I got up. The Ruach told me to get up, go open the door. I opened the door. The past two dreams I had about the second Exodus, it was the same big Apache man. He was dark skinned. He had his braids. He had a suit jacket. He had a jacket on with a denim button down and denim jeans, and he had a leather tie, like with his Apache tribe symbol. And I knew who he was. I knew his whole purpose was to escort me and my family to the plane so that we can take it to the ship. So he escorted me to a big, it was, the government like type vehicles. They were black Suburbans, brand new, okay, vehicles. The nations helped us, okay. I got in a car and he took me to my kids' school, and he got out of the vehicle and he held up a sign with my children's name on it, because all my children go to a 99% predominantly Israelite school. All the kids are Israelite there. So all of them were leaving, teachers included, okay. Very, very few teachers from other nations teach there. It's majority Israelite. So my children were saying goodbye to their friends and they got in the car. It was no confusion, guys. No confusion. Everybody knew where they had to go. The Most High was directing everything. Everything was going smooth like butter. So my children got in the car, and then the next stop was my husband. He was going to pick him up at work. Everybody knew where they had to go. Everybody knew what was going on. All the nations were glued to the television, wondering what was that noise. Remember, it ain't no silent coming. The whole earth is going to know. They're going to see. So all the nations, I saw it. China, India, Pakistan. I saw every nation. Canada, Mexico. Everybody was glued to their TVs because they saw all the all the so-called Afro Mexicans, the Afro Brazilians, the Israelites that were in China, Japan. They were, a lot of us are over in Asia on business and everything. Like the Chinese were so helpful to our people. They let them on the planes. The pilots were kind. Everybody let us out smoothly. There was no hesitation. They helped us. Okay? They helped us. And when everybody got in the car, my husband was picked up. We ain't worried about clothes. We ain't worried about no clothes. No clothes. No Babylon stuff was coming with us. Okay? Just what we had on our bodies. Okay? We didn't need no IDs. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. The Most High made sure that everything went smoothly. He was the commander-in-chief of this operation. Okay? Woo! Okay, I'm excited. So we keep going. Okay, so I live near Birmingham Airport. Okay, so we got to the airport, got on the plane. The pilot, it was no delays, nothing. Where's your travel pass? All this other stuff. No. Israelites had their babies. Everybody had their children, their spouses, their grandparents, their parents, their neighbors. All my neighbors who were Israelites, I saw none but Suburbans lined up because I live in a predominantly Israelite area, suburb area here. Okay, so all my Hispanic, Caucasian neighbors, they just was standing outside watching us leave. Actually waving goodbye. Everybody, it was nobody wanting to fight, nothing. It was none of that. Everybody just heard that trumpet and they just was like, why? They was like, wow, all the black people leaving, like my next door neighbor who are Mexicans, the family, they were standing outside. They were wondering why we were leaving. They were just curious as to what was going on. Okay. But only we were leaving. Okay. Only the so-called African Americans. If you are, I'm telling you, it don't matter what land you in. It don't matter if you were there 100 years, 200, 300, 400, 500 years. If you were the seed of Jacob, you were going. Okay. You were going. Okay. So we got to the airport. We aboard the plane. We went to the coast. I believe we flew to the coastline here, Florida coastline. We flew there, and it was, oh man, it was a whole bunch of cruise ships lined up, a whole bunch, one after the other, and it was hundreds of thousands of us, beautiful, melanated African Americans. Okay, there was no one else. Okay, it was other nations helping us. Okay, and there were people from indigenous lands, and these were Israelites in other parts of the world. I was seeing this, where the indigenous people of the lands were coming out of the jungles because they heard that trumpet sound. They were coming out of the jungles and they were finding their way to Israelites and asking them to be servants. Okay. These were the only people that the Most High put it in their heart to cleave. Okay. I saw this. Okay. And when we aboard the ships, when everybody was aboard their ship, it wasn't over. The graves opened up. Every Israelite that ever lived. My family came to the Americas in the 1700s. All the graves from there. My ancestors busted out of the graves. The Most High put flesh on their bones, hearts in their chest. This is the dry bones. That's what it means. He resurrected them. This is the first resurrection, y'all. That was the first resurrection. He put the flesh on them. They lived again. My grandparents, both sets of my grandparents, I saw them. The Most High joined them together. My parents, my mom and dad has passed away. He brought them back. My sister, he brought her back and joined my parents together. My parents were separated. They weren't together for decades, but he joined them together as if they were in love again. My father was holding my mother's hand. There was no war. There was no family rivalry. There was no division. Everybody was together. Everybody was united. Everyone knew where they had to go. There was no confusion. None. There was reunited. Reunited. We were reunited. Oh, man. Everybody aboard the ships. We sailed upon the Atlantic. Remember, we leave the way we came. So we were aboard these ships. We left wealthy. We left wealthy. Yahushua HaMashiach appeared on the ocean. All the ships was following him. He was radiant. He had on a white robe. His face was so dark like brass. He had a white beard and white hair. I didn't see his face, but I just saw he was so radiant. He was so bright like the sun. And he walked upon the water, and the ships just followed him from all four corners of the earth. Every ship followed him. And all the people of the earth let us go. They helped us, and it went smooth, and we went right into the wilderness. And the wilderness was greenery, waterfalls. It was beautiful. And I walked It's coming soon, guys. It's the third time I dreamt it, but this time it was even better than the first. Oh my gosh. It was better than the first. He's gonna rise the dead. Every Israelite that ever lived, they're gonna know who they are. They're gonna know who he is. And our King is gonna be our lead, our guide. And the Most High is going to be waiting for us in the wilderness, where he will plead with us there. Remember, Yahushua is our King. He's going to be like Moses. He's going to lead us and guide us to where we need to go. I had to share that with you where it was fresh in my memory, because I suffer memory loss. And I said to myself, when I woke up, I had to get myself ready. I had to get myself, throw some clothes on, wash my face, brush my teeth, have some hot coffee and get myself together, gather my thoughts, pray. I made sure I prayed before I turned this camera on. And I said, I had to share this dream. I had to. The other two, I didn't bother sharing. I'm sorry about that. I kept getting text messages, but yeah, I had to share while it was fresh in my memory. I had to. endure to the end. Hang in there, my beautiful Black people, hang in there. Whether you're awakened or not, it doesn't matter. He's not leaving none of us behind. Please stop telling Israelites they're going to a place called hell. It's not how this works. It's not his plan. It's not. That's a Roman Catholic lie. Please stop telling Israelites that they're going to hell. The Most High is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Blessed is he who take part in the first resurrection. The second resurrection is for the wicked, the other nations who persecuted Jacob, who took crafty counsel against us. All the nations who've done that. All the indigenous people of the earth who never knew who we were and never, ever profited off of our slavery. You will have a chance as well at salvation. My name is Hadassah Bat Yasharal, and I approve this message. May the Most High bless each and every one of you who are of the seed of Jacob. Get ready, whether you believe what I say or not, whether you believe the scriptures or not. Ye goes by bloodline. You will have a chance at knowing who he is, who you are, and obeying his Torah, so that you can have a chance at the kingdom to come, which is the final kingdom before he renews this earth. Okay? You gotta know his plan. You gotta get Christianity out of your head, get it out of your soul. Forget everything you learned in them Christian churches. Okay? There's no hell. When you die, you go to sleep. It don't matter if you're wicked or righteous. You all go to Sheol. Okay? You go to sleep until the Most High calls you, and your grave you will come right out of it. This is how he's going to do it. There's no secret rapture. The whole earth is going to hear when that trumpet sound, and they see all the Israelites of the whole entire earth be led to sea. And they're going to see Mashiach leading us out of the lands where his fathers scattered us. We're going home. We're going. It's all a matter of time, but we're going. All praises to the Most High, Yahuwah, and all faith and esteem in Yahushua HaMashiach, our King, who is going to lead us out of captivity. I pray you have a blessed day, and I pray that this vision has touched you. Share it, download it, share it on all your social media. Let all of Yasharal know this. Please be comforted. No matter what's going on around the world, be comforted and know that Yahuwah keeps his promises, and he promises to lead us out of these lands of captivity where he scattered us. Shalom, my family. Love you.